This video is sponsored by RealLink. Okay guys, I'm back. I'm feeling really good. I feel pretty much recovered now, so I'm really happy with that. I'm starting to get up and do stuff. So today I was thinking, what about if we make banana bread? I feel like that's the right step back to living life and doing things. Only problem is I need 3 eggs and I just have 2. So we're gonna go out and we're gonna hope that at least 1 chicken laid an egg. Kevin and our friend Dale are here getting the pasture all cleaned up because the goats do eat some of it, but not all of it. They're gonna get that all mowed down and cut so that it's nice and healthy for next year. Luna, how come you don't eat all the grass? Huh? She ate a leaf. Now that the grass is dormant, it's time for everybody to eat hay together. So we're gonna put everybody in the pasture later for one big headbutting party. Hey ladies, I just need 1 egg, okay? Oh, I don't see any. Aha! 1 egg, yes. All right, thank you ladies. It's normal for chickens to take breaks during the shortest days of the year, so we don't try to put lights out or try to force them to lay. We used to do it in the past. We don't do that anymore because it's actually better for them to take a break. They come back stronger in the spring and gives them a nice rest from having to lay eggs, but pretty sparse over here on the eggs. Well, it's time to share with you all what surgery I had and why. So as you guys know, I've been dealing with this weird hernia in my stomach that has been pushing on a part of my heart, causing heart palpitations, and a lot of you probably thought that that was the surgery I had, but actually it was something totally different. About a month ago, I had a scan of my abdomen and they found sort of a mass in there or a cyst or something. They couldn't really tell what it was, which is always really comforting. And I was quite worried about it. It was attached to my uterus actually, so it very well could be a cyst, and that's what we were hoping it was, but it was also pretty big. So for that reason, combined with the fact that I also had sort of a twisted ovary, we decided to go ahead with not necessarily an emergency, but a pretty last minute hysterectomy. A hysterectomy is where they take out your uterus, sometimes your ovaries, sometimes your cervix, basically all the parts that you need to make a baby. So no more babies for us. Just goat babies. So I was busy. I'm sitting here focusing on healing everything else, and I was starting to feel a little bit better, and I'm like, all right, okay, maybe my stomach's calming down. My heart palpitations were starting to calm down. But then it was like, sidetrack, you know, we've got to focus on this other thing now. So my surgeon was great, and we were lucky to be able to move things around at the hospital and get me in as soon as possible. And I had the surgery on November 17th, which was really scary going into. Had a few breakdowns, but I survived, so that's always good. Immediately after, the surgeon said it did look like a cyst, but they were gonna send it to the lab. In the meantime, I'll start healing, and I'll see you in 2 weeks, which was a really long 2 weeks. Let me tell you, I just recovering from an abdominal surgery is never fun. You have your whole digestive upset going on, and I just felt quite nauseous and not well. Also trying to recover from the loss of hormones and all of that. It was just a lot to deal with. I had a few complications in that 2 weeks, but I made it through. And 2 weeks later, we found out that everything was benign. So thank goodness. That was such a relief. I could just focus on healing now, and I didn't have to worry that I may have something scarier. Now we're almost 4 weeks and feeling really good, like pretty much normal. I'm not supposed to really lift anything yet, but yeah, I can walk around and do lots of stuff, and I feel pretty good. Just also making sure to take it easy, not do too much, because I know once we hit middle of January, it's gonna be kidding season, and that's where I'm gonna need a lot of energy. What helped me is I really got into the Hunger Games again during the recovery process. I had already read The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, and I loved it. That's probably one of my favorite books now. Such a good book. So I decided, let's go back, let's watch all the movies again. And then I watched all the movies again, and then I watched them again. I kind of was on a repeat cycle. Sometimes I do that. I get into a show or movie, whatever, and I just like to watch it on repeat. It's comforting, and I like to pay more attention to details and, you know, maybe read the books while I'm watching it, you know, that kind of thing. So thank you to Katniss, because she got me through recovery. Today we've got to let the goats out to the pasture, we're going to check up on the pregnant mamas, and we're going to go over the color combos, the potential color combos that may come out of next year's kids. But thanks for all your kind words, thanks for your patience, and now I feel so accomplished because I made banana bread. Isn't it beautiful? Aw, Lydia, Luna just wants a pet. You guys go in there and I'll just hold this gate.
Oh yeah.
If you haven't noticed, the kids are back from college and so excited to work with the animals now.
Yay. So excited.
Yay! Well, we've got the 3 retired ladies right here, Luna, Willow, and Tilly. You excited to have your friends back? All right, here they come. No fighting. 1, 2, go, 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 go. They're so fat. Come on, honey, go. That's your mama. All right, here we go. It begins. Now, Tilly is usually the meanest, even though Luna is still the herd queen. It's always Reba and Tilly. They always have to have it out, and drives me crazy. They'll go on for days. Hey, let's be nice. Let's be nice, okay? Nice. Let's be friends. Honey's gonna go in on it. Look how big Honey is. She's huge. She's already full grown. You see the scary doggies? Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Yay, you're getting big. Well, Luna doesn't want to fight. She's just obsessed with rubbing.
Now she's a pacifist.
Luna, you're the queen. You gotta fight. Look at that. Look at that back there. Luna, are you not the queen?
Maybe you're a lazy old grandma, huh?
She just wants love and attention, and you have her doll, so she wants it back. Tilly's holding back. I wonder if she got hit pretty hard. Well, that's what happens when you're mean. You've gotten real mean this year. They're just gonna eat all the hay.
Look how big she is, and she's only what?
Well, Winona's big too, but they're both Finnick babies, Finnick daughters, so I would expect that. Let's see if we can see any udders. Oh, you moved right when I was trying to film. No udders yet. All right, I think they're actually doing pretty good. Luna does not care anymore about, she doesn't care. She's
sleepy.
She's just a sleepy grandma. I guess maybe they just know not to mess with her. That's what it's like. Well, we have a big surprise for Willow today because Kevin just took down one of our trees that was rotting and dying. And we have something fun for Willow. She sees it, guys. No, not yet.
I don't know.
Yeah, like that. Willow! Come here, don't worry about all the fighting right now. Look. Look. See?
Oh,
I knew you'd love that. Are you happy? Look at that smile. Look at that smile. She's so happy. She's got a new stump.
She loves being the tallest goat.
She does. It's her one talent.
We won't let Luna knock you off.
That's yours, okay? Don't let anybody take it, all right?
Let her go. Let's see what happens.
It's so funny how instantly she goes on that. Guy didn't even really, she knew. She's like, the stump. Tilly's having an existential crisis right now because she realizes
What's going on?
that she's not top leader anymore. Well, I don't know.
Shania does really not
Yeah.
like River.
They're fighting each other. You wanna hatch something?
No, she's just...
It's way too cold, wrong time of year to hatch something.
No, she's just avoiding the chaos right now.
Okay.
All right, guys, it is time to start preparing the barn for kids. And the first thing is security cameras. Now we have one that has been real glitchy in the past. So today we're gonna use a new one and I'm really excited about it. So RioLink sent us their Argus PT Ultra camera and it is awesome. There are so many cool features to make this the perfect thing to keep a close watch on your animals. This is one of their best security cameras with 8 megapixels and 4K Ultra HD vision. It has a pan and tilt feature so you can scan the area and check on multiple areas at once. It features an advanced detection algorithm, so it can automatically detect and differentiate between cars, animals, and people, sending you a push notification to your phone in real time. It even has built-in warnings, so if it detects something suspicious, it can trigger a spotlight or even an alarm. There are 2 night vision modes, so you won't miss any crucial details even in the dark. The best thing though is that this camera has no subscription fees for any of their smart features, so you can set it up and start using it right away. It's also waterproof and made to use outdoors. It can connect to 2.4 or 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi easily for a lag-free live stream, but they also have cameras that can be used with a SIM card, so if you're off-grid or you don't have Wi-Fi, there's an option for you. Not only does it have a rechargeable battery, you can also use their solar panel to keep it powered through the day and into the night. I love that now I'll be able to check on the mamas and the babies with just a tap on my phone, which is hopefully gonna save me a lot of sleep this kidding season. Hey Luna, come try this out. Come here. All right, Luna, let's test it out. Pretend you're having a baby, okay? She's like, what is going on, guys?
Hasn't had a baby in a long time. She doesn't remember.
All right, so we open the app, press play, get the camera to focus. There she is. It worked. She doesn't want to be in there. Well, it's working. You okay, Luna? You can do the sound. You doing all right? She's like, no, lady, get me out of here.
You have the bracket on the inside here, and the camera just goes up into it really easy with a little Allen wrench. Then you bring your wire, you know, it's a really long wire, so you can put the solar wherever you want. And then there's the solar panel on the outside, put it wherever you want. Since you got a long cable, you can pretty much be flexible wherever you want both pieces.
It works.
You just screw them in.
Reolink's Argus PT Ultra is a great addition to your security, whether you use it for outdoor, indoor, or off-grid use. Head to the link in the description to visit Reolink's smart security cameras. All right, we've got all of the pregnant mamas looking good. We've only got 5 because Shania ended up not being pregnant, but as we're getting closer, we're getting excited about the kids, and I just did a color combo genetic prediction. So here's what we think is going to happen. All right, everybody, welcome to 2024's color predictions. Now, we all know that there are dominant and recessive genes. A good example of that is that blue eyes are dominant, meaning there only needs to be 1 copy for it to come forth. And something like the black color in goats is recessive. So you need a copy from both parents for it to manifest. So I've already done all of the research on our goats, meaning I know which copies they carry based on what the colors of their parents look like and what they ended up looking like. Daphne is black with moon spots and blue eyes, Reba's a red gold with yellow eyes, Phoenix a chocolate chamazé with yellow eyes, and Lancelot is gold and white with yellow eyes. For our dolings we're raising up, the research was pretty easy for them as well, especially since 2 of them are sisters. Except Shania now is not pregnant, so we're going to have to skip her this time. Kind of a bummer. But Honey is a buckskin with yellow eyes, Winona is a chamazé with moon spots and blue eyes, Shania is black and white with yellow eyes. Oh no, she has blue eyes. I did that wrong. And River is a buckskin with moon spots and yellow eyes. Now here comes the fun part. These were our pairings for this year, and what we're using is a Punnett square. This is how we do a little calculation to see which genetic mix is even possible. So we know Daphne carries 2 black genes because she's black. That means that she had to get a copy of black from both of her parents, so that's all that she can bring forth. Lancelot had a black parent, but he is gold and white, so we know he carries black, but he is also gold and white. Gold is very dominant, so this is interesting. If Daphne gives up one of her black genes and Lancelot gives up a gold gene, then we're gonna have gold for sure, because gold is dominant and black is recessive. And the same thing would happen if Daphne gave up that other black gene, but if they each provided their own black gene, we could get a black kid. So there is a 50% chance of them being black and a 50% chance of them being gold. Now, there also could be lots of different spotting and other little fun modifiers that help them stand out. But there is a 50% chance of them having blue eyes because Daphne has blue eyes, and a 50% chance of moon spots. So we could have a fun little combo with these two. Moving on to Reba. Now, if you remember, we bred Reba to both Lancelot and Finnick, so we're going to do her twice because we don't know if there's going to be kids from Lancelot and Finnick, or just from Lancelot, or just from Finnick. So we're going to be prepared across all the combinations. Now, Reba is a red gold carrying black. Lancelot, of course, is gold and white and black. So what happens when we combine them two? Well, if Reba gives up her red gold gene and he gives up his gold, we're going to get a lot of red gold / gold. So there could be a lot of variation in colors here. Because gold is dominant, there's a possibility of them just being gold, similar to Lancelot, lots of gold, but we still have a potential of them being black. So I'm going to combine the red gold and gold. We've got about a 75% chance of them being one of those colors and a 25% chance of them being black. Now, last year we bred Reba to Zorro, who was like a chocolate color. And she still had 2 little red gold kids. So gold is pretty dang dominant. I'm suspecting we'll get lots of gold from them. We have 0% chance of blue eyes and 0% chance of moon spots because neither parents have that. Now, what happens if we have Finnick Daddy? All right, Finnick is a chamois, meaning he has all 4 black or chocolate legs, and then he has like a chocolate underbelly. So we know he is chamois. We know he carries black though, because his mama is black. So if Reba gives up her red gold and he gives up his chamois, I'm guessing that the gold is going to win. Though there could be a gold kid with some chamois patterns in it. So it could be a combo. If Reba gives up her black gene and Finnick gives up a chamois, we'll likely end up with a chamois. And with the rest of them, we know gold is dominant, but there still is a chance of a black kid. So we've got a 25% chance of chamois, 25% chance red gold, 25% chance gold, and 25% chance black. Now, the only indicator, because we have 0 blue eyes in this pair and we have 0 moon spots. The only indicator if any of these kids are a Finnick kid is if one comes out chamois with those black legs and the black underbelly. Otherwise, if we have a bunch of gold kids, we're just going to have to DNA test. Now, I'm going to DNA test everybody regardless, but I don't know if we're really going to be able to tell if they're Finnick kids or Lancelot kids unless they look just like the daddy. So it'll be interesting for sure. It's going to be a bit of a mystery. All right, so we bred Honey with Lancelot. Honey is a buckskin, but we know she carries chamois. Although now that I look at this, I realize that Honey could carry black because her daddy is Finnick. And Finnick carries chamois and black. He could have passed up a black instead of the chamois. So that was a bit of a jump for me to guess that. I guess we'll know her genetics if a black kid is born between this pairing. So we've got a possibility of a gold, another gold, a buckskin, or a chamois. But if she does carry black, there is a potential for black, and I didn't add that in, but I think that could be a possibility. So there's a 50% chance of the kids being gold, 25% chance of buckskin, and I put 25% of chamois, but it could be black. We've got a 0 chance of blue eyes though, 0 chance of moon spots, and you know, Honey just has 1 kid, so that would be pretty funny if one of the kids, if that kid was black, but we'll see what happens. Now with Winona, we know that she is a chamois. We know that she does carry black. So there's a potential for a gold, another gold, because we know gold is dominant, a chamois like her, or even a potential black kid. So these are the results of what could happen. There is a possibility of blue eyes and moon spots though, because Winona has both of those. So it'll be really interesting to see what kind of combo comes out of those two. Now with River, she's a buckskin carrying gold. Now I put buckskin here because even though gold is very dominant, it doesn't always mean that it will always show up. It means that it has a good chance of it showing up. It doesn't need another copy to show up. But buckskin could also win out. So throwing that here in the mix so you can see that just because it's dominant doesn't mean it always will happen. Like with blue eyes, just because one parent has blue eyes doesn't mean all the kids will have blue eyes. It just means that if that parent puts that color forward, that's all that's needed for that blue eyes to express. We've definitely got a chance of gold though. Buckskin or more gold. No chance of black because River doesn't really carry any black. There's a 0% chance of blue eyes and a 50% chance of moon spots. So in the end, we have a 50% chance of buckskin and 50% chance of gold. So it's anybody's guess what will happen with this pair, but I think we're gonna get some really cute spots and it'll be fun to see what comes out. All of the pregnant mamas are getting nice big bellies and they're gonna get even bigger as we get closer to kidding season. They're glad to have him back. You're so nice, Ethan. Sure, you're good at chopping them all down.
Down the cottonwood tree, because they only last like 25 years here in Arizona, and then they get all rotten. Tons of bees, tons of rats.
Yeah, this one had rats all in it. Isn't that gross?
All throughout it. Now we have to build up this area. So I left some stumps there. You can move some of this dirt. I think the kids are going to be really happy to do
about this project.
Doing their vacation, they get to move dirt.
Well, here's the goal. We're going to build a shade structure all the way over here so we can organize all this stuff and stack all of our hay under the shade structure and store more hay, really. Right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm looking for you, honey. Come here. How you doing? Getting nice and chubby with your one fat baby? You should stand right here. We give our goats a CD&T vaccination about a month before they kid so that that vaccination will protect the kid as well. Get ready, we'll go fast. There you go. All done, all done. Okay, now you're ready to have kids. Kid. Can you believe how big she is? It's the hugest baby goat I've ever seen right there. Okay, technically Honey is about a year old, but she's still so big. It's definitely those Finnick genetics, which, you know, it's okay that they're a little bit, it's nice that they grow a little bit, but the fact that they get real big, it has me worried that she might get over height. But hopefully she doesn't. Finnick isn't over height yet, so she just seems really big. But it feels nice to get back to farm life, and it's nice to have cooler weather, so I'm very energized and excited about the new year and all the fun things that are gonna happen. And these ladies are really excited too, aren't ya? So pretty.